Hi, I'm Benjamin Kelly, and today we're going to do a twist on the pork chop. We're going to do something called pork with fennel. So all you need is a couple of pork chops, about a cup of chicken stock, about a cup of white wine, a tablespoon of dried or fresh thyme, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a bulb of fennel, half an onion, and a lemon. So the first thing we're going to do is chop our onion. So you want to just cut the ends off. Take off the skin. And now it's important to hold your fingers and your knife correctly. You want to hold your knife up high with a tight grip and hold your fingers so that they act as a guard so that you're not pushing them forward so you don't cut yourself. So we're just going to do this really quick. And you want to slice them fairly thin, and we're going to chop the fennel about the same way. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is chop our fennel. So with fennel, what you want to do is just cut it in half. We only need about a quarter of this, so we'll half it again. And then just kind of take the core out, and then you just want to slice it the same thickness as your onions. So next, we're going to sear our pork. But first, you want to season it pretty generously with salt and pepper. So I'm using a thick kosher salt and just your regular old pepper. And make sure to season on both sides. Next, just get your pan nice and hot. And a generous amount of oil. Okay, now that the pan is nice and hot, you can see the oil kind of shimmering around. We're just going to carefully place our pork chops in. And we just want to brown them on both sides. Then we're going to remove them from the pan and saute all our veg. So what browning is going to do is just going to caramelize the meat and give you a really nice rich flavor in the overall product. It's going to take about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, now both of our pork chops are seared on both sides. So we're just going to take them out. And now we're just going to add our fennel and our onions to the pan. You just want to saute it until the onions and the fennel are a little bit softer, not all the way, because we're going to essentially braise them with the liquid. So for now, we're just going to saute them for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then we're going to add our liquid, reduce that down a little bit, and then add our meat. So now you can see the onions are starting to go translucent, and the fennel's starting to soften up. So we'll just reach over here and take about a tablespoon of dried thyme, or fresh. Saute that up a little bit. Get it all mixed together. And next we're going to hit it with about a cup of white wine. So we're just going to cook that out for about a minute. And then we'll add our chicken stock and reduce that down for about 2 to 3 minutes until it's about half the volume. Now that we've let the wine reduce a little bit, we're going to throw in our chicken stock, just about 3/4 of a cup to a cup. And now we're going to reduce that by half. Alright, now that our liquid is reduced by about half, we're going to throw our pork chops back in and cook them through. So we're just going to do this. Any liquid left on the plate, make sure to get in there because that's all just flavor. So we're just going to throw a lid on this. So now it's been about 6 or 7 minutes. You can see the sauce is reduced, and if you touch the pork chops, they'll be firm to the touch, and that's how you know they're done. So now we're just going to remove the pork chops, finish reducing the sauce. Okay, so now we're going to take about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, which is going to add a little bit of zing to the sauce, and some lemon zest. If you don't have a lemon zester, you can use the fine side of a grater or even a fork just to get it off. And you want about a teaspoon of zest. Okay, now just give that a quick toss. And cut your lemon in half. And about half a lemon's worth of juice. And try not to get any seeds in there. Now, just toss it around again. Give it a quick taste. Make sure to adjust your seasoning if necessary. And then bring it over here. And just spoon it all over your pork chops. So the flavor of this is going to be, you're going to get a little bit of zing from the lemon zest and the Dijon, but you'll get this mild anise flavor from the fennel, and a sweet flavor from the onions. So here you have the finished product. It's a pork chop, but it's something your family and friends have probably never tried before. So, without further ado, I've been looking forward to this all day. This is one of my favorite ways to have pork chops. And the onions and the fennel are super tender. Delicious. I'm Benjamin Kelly, and this has been Pork Chops with Fennel. Thank you very much.